and he took my blood pressure, and he shook his head, and he took it again, and he says, you know what, I don't want to scare you, but you can drop that any minute. My blood pressure was in the 200s. I didn't want to talk to anybody because I was very depressed. I didn't want to show that to my wife, and I was very scared, leaving my kids behind and my wife. I had 2 transplants. One of my brother gave it to me right after, like a year after my kidneys failed, and I rejected that one. After 2 years, went back on dialysis, and I stayed like another 2 years, and then I got another transplant that lasted 14 years, and that's the last one that I just rejected about 4 years ago. And then right after that, my social worker, he says, you know, there is a new machine that just came on the market, and it's small, and it doesn't take so much room. I asked, and he told me that it was going to be every day, 5 days a week. When I heard 5 days a week, I says, well, I don't know if I could do the 5 days a week, because, I mean, it's a long time. I mean, too many days in a week. But then at the same time, he told me that the chemistry was going to be very stable, and not like with the other machines every other day, up and down. And that, for that part, I did kind of like it. I was concerned before I make up my mind 100% going home. I was who's going to help me, and right after I make up my mind, I decided to talk to my daughter, and I explained it what the situation was, and I asked her, says, I'm going to ask you a favor. If you say no, I will respect you, and it's not going to. I'm not going to be mad at you or anything, but I need someone to help me with my punctures. Will you be able to and willing to help me? And right away she says, Dad, says, for you, I'll do anything.
When my dad first told us that he was going to have to go through dialysis, he took me to the nurse, and she told me that she was going to have to do some training sessions with me. And so I only had to go in for about 2 weeks or so, twice a week, and it was really easy. She explained to me what I needed to do, and I was really scared at first, but she talked me through it, and she was there for me, and she told me everything was going to be okay, and the training was really easy. And you know, they thought that my sister and I were going to have difficulties because we're really young, but we understood, and we picked it up, and it was...
Yeah. The way I learned was by watching her do it on my dad. So.
My wife, at 4 o'clock in the morning, she puts me on the machine, and she goes to work at 6 o'clock, and I'm still in the dialysis machine. And when I get off, around 8:30, my girls help me to come off from the machine.
I don't find it difficult. I mean, the first few times it was hard because we didn't know exactly what to expect, but after getting a hang of it, it just kind of picked up, and we did perfectly fine, and it runs really smoothly for us now.
On the days that I didn't dialyze at the center, I could feel tired. I could feel sometimes short of breath, and walking. Sometimes I didn't walk as much as I do now. I have 2 jobs. One, a full-time job working for the Edmonds School District as a custodian. Also, I work at the Space Needle and as a waiter on the banquet department. In my typical day right now, dialyzing every day, is just like my own kidneys. They're working. I take my girls to play sports. They play soccer and basketball, and occasionally when I get extra time, I go on car shows that I like. I have a couple cars that more than a couple that I like to collect, and I enjoy that very much.
I'm so happy now that my husband, what I see from him, his attitude is much better than before, because before he was always in not a good mood, always feeling tired, always feeling like depressed. But now, since he started now at home, we are more close. We enjoy more with him. My girls, they all spend more time with him. And I'm so happy with this treatment at home.